Hey there, it's Margaret. In today's video, we're going to go around the thrift store and see what we can pick up to sell on eBay to make a profit. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Margaret with my partner Juan. We make videos all about reselling online and how to make money so you can be your own boss. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, consider going over there and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of the content that we put out. Let's get started in one of my favorite sections to pick through, the mugs. I will say that I have to be a little more choosy with which mugs I pick up to flip these days because one, sometimes the prices are a little high as you can see there, and two, sometimes depending on the mug, they can take a little time to sell. I spot this Hallmark mug. It's really cute, but they want $2.50 for it. It really isn't selling for that much, maybe around $10, so I definitely leave it behind. Mugs are something that lately I've been picking up mostly at garage sales. I don't like spending more than $1 for them in most cases. They had some really nice glassware here. I did spy this Walt Disney World Goofy glass. It's a really sweet one with Goofy in his bathing suit, and they want almost $5 for this. Unfortunately, I could maybe sell it for 10, 15 if I'm lucky. So it was just something that I had to leave back on the shelf. The next thing I see is this big green egg glass. This is a grill, and the people that buy these grills can be a little fanatical about how much they love them. So I know that things that have to do with big green egg can sell for good money, like this hat that sold for $25. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any comps on those glasses. Let me know if you would have picked those up. I thought this was a really sweet set. It had 47 pieces in it, but nowhere could I find the price on these. So maybe it was something I should have asked about, but I started feeling a little daunted by the idea of shipping all of it out. Let me know down in the comments if you would ship out an entire set like that, or if that was something that you would maybe part out and sell individual pieces for. That Dusty Rose set really reminded me of my grandmother a lot. This is a threshold plate, and it says $5 for 3 of them. However, there were 5 of them there. They're selling for about $9 or $10 a piece. And then I spied these plates. These are Royal Copenhagen, and they come out every year. They are collectible, some of them more so than others. Unfortunately, that one was only worth about $9. They wanted 4 a piece. But as you can see, there are some that are worth a lot of money. So it's definitely worth taking a look at the different years that are there and seeing which ones are worth picking up to take home to sell for a profit. The next dishes I see almost trick me into thinking that they are Flow Blue, which is something that is really collectible. So I'm looking at it very carefully. Flow Blue, especially the antique Flow Blue, it is a technique where the lines are blurred through a chemical process, so it kind of gives it a fuzzy look. And I'm looking at the brand here, but I'm also looking to see if there's bleed through, which a lot of Flow Blue has. When you flip it over, you can see it through the back side. Here's a piece that has it. You can see through the back where the blue is kind of pressed through all the way. And it can be very collectible. So here's a piece that sold for $35. Here's another that sold for $70. Depending on the size and the design, they can go into the hundreds of dollars. The next set that catches my eye are these Siroa, and I'm not 100% sure I'm pronouncing those right. This set of 8 plates, there are 4 salad plates and 4 dinner plates. The salad plates sold for about $30 for 4 of them, and the dinner plates sold for $41. There was a best offer taken. However, there's only one other set up of each. So with a buy-in of $20 and a possible profit of about 70 or 80, that's a good $40 profit there. I really love going through all of this kitchen stuff. There is frequently really cool vintage kitchen items that just draw me in. You can find a lot of profit here. Unfortunately, right now, I'm not seeing a whole lot that's catching my eye. I'm looking at this trying to see what it is, but it just looks like a cheapy shredder or slicer. But I am undeterred. I'm going to keep looking. And if you see something that I miss, y'all let me know in the comments down below, because I always come back and, here we go. This is a sweet little pot, blue Stilton cheese. It's a little crock that it came in. However, as sweet as it is, I love little crocks like this. It's only selling for about $8 or $10. I did notice that the only one that was sold was from the UK, so that might improve my odds, but it just wasn't a big enough profit for me to pick it up. This thrift store had a very large kitchen section, so there was a lot to go through. I did find some really cool, I get drawn in by those Wilton pans, you guys. This is a Wilton cake pan that has these mini Santa faces on them. Unfortunately, it's only selling for about $6 or $7. I still check out the Wilton cake pans because I recently found a Pokemon one that sells for a lot of money. Some really cool Jello mold pans at this thrift store as well. I don't end up picking them up. But here's a Marvin the Martian one that's sold for $15. They want $6 for it though. If this was something that I saw at a garage sale, I would pick it up so that there would be a little more margin for my profits there. So Marvin the Martian, you had to stay behind. But there are some other ones that I see here. I think this is some kind of Jello mold. You guys tell me what you think this is. It's something very unusual, and I really, really like it. This is an unusual one as well. I've seen corn pans like this, but never one where the corn looks like it's still in the husk. Unless those are peppers, you guys tell me. I need a little schooling if it is. I really liked this as well, the coloring, but I ended up leaving it behind. It looks like it's something that's handmade, but the bottom kind of threw me. Here's another Wilton pan, Care Bears. This is one that also had to stay behind, but I wanted to show you guys there are some Wilton pans that sell for a lot of money, into the hundreds of dollars. Here's one that's the Mandalorian that sold for $112, so keep your eye out for that. Look at these fun Jello molds. Unfortunately, these Tupperware Jello molds just were not worth the money. They weren't selling for that much. The next area I come to check out are the pictures and signs. I thought this was kind of cool, but it looked like just printed. When all else fails, ask Grandma. That's sweet. I'm not seeing a whole lot here that grabs me. There's a Wii game, a Michael Jackson Wii game, but yep, that's not selling for that much money either, so that ends up staying there. Oh, no disc anyway. So, yeah, a lot of these signs are just the kind, that have the words. I think those are kind of going out of fashion. Y'all let me know, but I've heard that it was. And then I spy this tiger. I just love it. I love stuff with tigers. And this one is really sweet. He looks so proud with his chin up in the air. I couldn't find anything about the artist there because it was just signed Chris. And it was scuffed up, so I had to leave it behind. The next thing I spot, I'm not quite sure what to make of them. There's a whole bunch of these grasshoppers or crickets. I think they're musical instruments. They all had these little mallets with them. Maybe there was something that you could get and paint. But I thought they were really cute, but I had no place. I had no place in my inventory, so they had to stay behind. But I really liked them. Maybe it's just the aesthetic of them. So this is another section I really like going through. It's kind of like wood and miscellaneous items, but a lot of times you'll find trinket boxes here or just one-of-a-kind type wooden items. And I see this little dragon box. It looks like maybe it had a drawer or something, maybe for matches, but it was missing the drawer or the lid, whatever went there. That's a sweet luminary, but it is broken, so that one had to stay behind as well. These are pots and vases. So let's see if we see anything worth picking up over here. I really liked this little stoneware. I'm not even sure what it was for. I feel like it was missing something because it looked like you would hang it from the strap, but maybe it was, oh, I don't even know what it could have been for. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. So here we are in just the knick-knacky, tchotchke kind of area. I like this little green glass. Maybe it's a bud vase, or maybe yeah, it looks like probably a bud vase, or else it went on top of a light, one or the other. But it ended up staying behind. Then this little vase catches my eye. It is signed on the bottom, Portugal. $16.99 is what they're asking for it though, and I did find one up for sale for $12, so definitely going to be a hard pass on that one. Stayed right there. Look at this little desk, that's cute. But this little pot, you guys, this little stoneware pot, it almost looks like a little ginger jar, but it isn't. It has like a very sealable top on it. You know, when you press it down, it really gives a good seal. But again, they wanted $6, so also stayed behind. I could not figure out for the life of me what this is. It looks like it's supposed to be some sort of snail. What do you make of this? Or is it an art piece? Maybe I'm missing something here, but it's $5.99, whatever it is. But I like to buy weird, but when I don't even know what it is, well, that's not true. I've definitely bought things that are weird that I didn't know what they were, and I found out what they were. But that one I left behind as well. The prices here were a little bit out of control. Let me know if your thrift stores are pricing things like this. Here we go. Now we're talking. You might ask yourself, why on earth would I pick this up? This is a brutalist pheasant. I believe this is a pheasant, a piece of art. And this type of thing sells. I've sold many, many things like this. Here's one recently that sold. I couldn't find a pheasant, but there's an owl. Here are some mushrooms. And then also here are some butterflies that sold for $33. This is brutalist style. So for $5.99, that's a definite pickup because I can make a good at least $20 profit on that one. Here's another fun piece. Looks like something someone made in pottery class. There was quite a bit of that here. Oh, I missed that little boy down at the bottom. That's pretty cute. And that's a fun little vase with a roadrunner. That was a nut, you know, you would put nuts for nut cracking. If you like videos like this, I'm going to link a video here with some more thrift store ride-alongs showing what we pick up to sell. YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video. And if you like content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.